Buckle up. This week's by-election results are spicier than a vindaloo at 2 a.m. Right, buckle up because this week's by-election results are spicier than a vindaloo at 2 a.m. We've got Labour hemorrhaging votes faster than a leaky Westminster toilet, the Tories in what can only be described as a political death spiral, and Reform UK strutting about like they've just discovered fire. I'm your host at UK Plug, and trust me, this is an electoral car crash you'll want front row seats for. So, before we plunge into this delicious mess of democracy and meltdown, smash that thumbs up button if rapid-fire by-election breakdowns make your political heart sing. It genuinely helps the channel reach more people who, let's face it, clearly have nothing better to do than watch British democracy implode on a Tuesday evening. Let's start with the elephant in the room, or should I say, the Reform UK steamroller in Westminster's China shop. The latest Find Out Now poll has dropped, and the numbers are absolutely mental. Reform UK now boasts an 8-point lead over Labour. 8 points. That's not a polling error. That's a seismic event with aftershocks. Meanwhile, the Conservatives are polling at roughly half of Reform's support level. Half. At this point, calling the Tories a party is generous. It's more like an expensive social club for people who peaked in 2019. Labour, led by Keir Starmer, is faring only marginally better. His honeymoon period has proven shorter than a British summer and twice as disappointing. I'm calling it now. If these trends continue, we'll see a leadership challenge to whoever's brave, or foolish, enough to be leading the Tories this week. They'll need to install a revolving door at number 10. But enough about the national picture. Let's get down to where the real drama unfolds. Local by-elections, where political careers go to die and unexpected heroes are born. First stop, Eastfield, North Yorkshire. And what a show! Reform UK didn't just win. They obliterated the competition, securing over 60% of the vote. 60%. That's not a victory. That's a political statement written in neon lights. Labour managed second place, which is a bit like winning a participation trophy at the Olympics, while the Conservatives limped home with less than 5%. 5%. I've seen more enthusiasm for Brussels sprouts at Christmas dinner. The Lib Dems took a proper hammering too, proving that even in Yorkshire, yellow doesn't always mean cheerful. This isn't just significant, it's seismic. When Reform UK can win a by-election by a landslide, we're not talking about protest votes anymore. We're looking at a genuine political realignment, one that should have every party strategist in Westminster reaching for the emergency whiskey. Next, we move north to Septing, where Labour managed to cling on like a tourist on a theme park ride they immediately regret. Yes, Labour held the seat, but held is doing some heavy lifting here. Think of calling the Titanic's maiden voyage eventful. Their support tanked, and here's where things get truly wild. The Greens came second. The Greens. Reform UK snatched third, Lib Dems fourth, and the Conservatives, brace yourself, came fifth. Fifth. In what universe do the Tories finish behind the Greens in a traditional seat? It's like watching the England football team lose to a pub quiz team. Technically possible, but still shocking. This perfectly sums up the political climate. Labour winning, but badly. Conservatives losing, but predictably, and everyone else just grateful to be at the party. Now, down to Buckingham, where the political chess game gets even weirder. Labour held on, but their support dropped like a stone. Here's a twist. Reform UK, not the Tories or Lib Dems, were Labour's main challengers. The Conservatives and others split the anti-Labour vote like they were dividing up the last digestive biscuit at a church meeting, gifting Labour a win they probably didn't deserve. What we're seeing is Reform UK positioning themselves as a primary opposition to Labour in seats once considered safe. That's not just significant, it's a complete rewriting of the electoral map. Finally, let's pop down to Spelthorne, where the plot thickens like a Gordon Ramsay sauce. Labour support collapsed to about 12%. That's not political support, that's statistical noise with delusions of grandeur. The Lib Dems won, a reminder that they still exist. But the real story? The Conservatives and Reform UK split the right-wing vote, handing victory to the Lib Dems on a silver platter. Tory support plummeted. Reform UK soared. It's like watching someone's political career in reverse. The Tories are speed-running their way to irrelevance while Reform UK picks up their abandoned voters like Pokemon cards. Step back, and a clear pattern emerges. Labour is losing support even when they win. They're that friend who insists everything's fine while their house burns down behind them. The Conservatives aren't gaining from Labour's losses, which should terrify them more than a tax audit. When you can't capitalize on your opponent's struggles, you're not in opposition, you're in hospice care. Reform UK is a story. They are not just picking up protest votes, they are systematically replacing Conservatives as a main right-wing alternative. This isn't a flash in the pan. It's a fundamental realignment of British politics, happening in real time. We may be witnessing the birth of a new political order, where the traditional two-party system gives way to a 3- or 4-party free-for-all. And honestly, it's about bloody time politics got interesting again. What do you make of this electoral madness? Are we witnessing a new political era, or just another dramatic episode in Britain's longest-running soap opera? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and your takes are often more insightful than anything coming out of Westminster these days. Don't forget to subscribe to UK Plug for more political chaos analysis. Ring that notification bell, because British politics changes faster than the weather. And that's saying something. Until next time, keep watching the madness unfold.